We do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, one word on all platforms. Let's talk about round number one that's going to go down. We're talking about Jump Around Remix versus O.P.P. by Naughty by Nature. So House of Pain versus Naughty by Nature. That's insane. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and start things off. Let's go ahead and dissect. Nerd Chris, you're just in time for round number one. If you're not familiar, we are talking the best Tommy Boy Records, Volume 1. We've decided to take on the first round. We are doing House of Pain Jump Around Remix featuring Pete Rock going up against Naughty by Nature's O.P.P. Let's get into it. Nerd Chris is wild.
Check it out, y'all. Get up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up. If you got the feeling, jump up, touch the ceiling. Monks, let's a funk flow, someone's fucking junk, yo, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the punks out, feeling funky. Amps in the trunk and I got more rhymes than this cops at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Sure enough, I got props from the kids on the hill, plus my mom and my pops. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump around. Check it out, y'all. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump up and get down. Jump, 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 everybody jump, jump, jump. Check it out, jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, jump, jump. Check it out, jump, jump.
Ooh.
After roll.
That is the original or it's the remix. There's a lot of energy behind both those versions, no matter which one. This version happened to go down as an underground classic around New York City at the time, around the world as well, obviously. First time we ever caught it was probably on the Stretch and Barbito show. Let's talk about the opposite spectrum. Let's talk about a group that's on the same label that I would probably say didn't get much love on a show like Stretch and Barbito. They went straight to the pop charts. They went the Z100 Top 40 route. Off the bat, we're talking O.P.P. Naughty by Nature. The anthem.
Jump and shout and saying it. O is for other, P is for people scratch a temple. The last P, well, that's not that simple. It's sort of like another way to call a cat a kitten. There's 5 little letters that are missing, yeah. You get it on occasion if the other party isn't gaming. It seems I gotta start to explain it. Bust it. You ever had a girl that met her on a nice hello? They get her name and number, then left feeling real mellow. You get home late today, she's what you wanna know about. Do you call up and it's a girlfriend's or a cousin's house? It's not a front, a F to the R to the O to the N to the T. It's just a boyfriend's at a house. It's O.P.P. some other people's, but you get it? There's no room for relationships, it's just room to hit it. How many brothers out there know just what I'm getting at? Who think it's wrong cause I was splitting and co-hitting that? Well, if you do, that's O.P.P. and you're not down with it. But if you don't, here's your membership. You're down with O.P.P. Yeah, you know me. You're down with O.P.P. Yeah, you know me. You're down with O.P.P. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with O.P.P.? Every last on me. You're down with O.P.P. Yeah, you know me. You're down with O.P.P. Yeah, you know me. You're down with O.P.P. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with O.P.P.?
Ooh-wee. I want to pause for a second. The chat room is getting ridiculous. I don't know what do you do when the moderator needs to be moderated? That's what I want to know. What do you do when the moderator needs to be moderated? How you police the police? How do you police the police? I see too many pork references going on in this chat room right now. None of it. Much San Gennaro snacks. I don't want to know nothing about it. Listen. Chat room, you see what it is. I see the voting booth is up already. Thank you very much. We are talking O.P.P. against Jump Around Remix. Let's talk about it. Who do you got? Obviously, we want to hear from the two gentlemen that picked their records. What are you guys thinking? Why did you pick these records?
Yo, my brother Rev, you could go first.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as I asked earlier, who isn't down with O.P.P.?
Aaron, it's very, look, everybody quiet. Nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to admit it.
Nobody wants to admit it. But that solidified, you know, their lane. And Tretch is one of the dopest rappers ever. But them using that, yeah. At that time, this is before Instagram. Because everybody on Instagram is down with O.P.P, I think.
I think you're right. I think you're right about that.
I concur.
Just about 98%, 98.999%.
Right.
So all these years later, everybody's still down with O.P.P.
Good point. That's a good point.
So I would jump around with thinking chess, not checkers this evening, but mainly.
I say you play Connect 4, bro. You trying to say you play Connect 4.
Mainly, I mean, I was at a wedding this weekend, and I don't think you're not at any wedding that doesn't play Jump Around at least once, right? And if you're at a dope enough wedding, they might play the Pete Rock remix, right? If you're at a dope enough wedding, okay?
Those Nassau weddings.
Just to think about how this one record did for House of Pain, you know what I mean? And for the culture of Boston hip hop, period, you know, worldwide, to take it to the extent that it did, that it needed to have an underground classic remix made by Sir Pete Rock with his super fine fucking lyrics on that motherfucker.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
And the sound effects here.
I feel like that was directed one way. I don't know.
There was no other way.
Man, listen,
I don't know what I did
Virginia
to you.
lost this
You got the
weekend.
hat on backwards today.
Listen. Virginia lost this weekend. Virginia lost this weekend. I know you might be a little tender on the elbows, a little mad. There's nothing towards you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing towards you.
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a new rule while we're here right now. No talking about people's kids or sports teams going forward. We don't do no kids, no pets, and no sports team.
That wouldn't be barbershop talk at all then.
Yeah,
No. Religion and politics is all
12
good.
o'clock.
Hey man, I'm wearing a Met tattoo.
And plus, my Mets have been doing real shitty, so the Hobos got more than enough ammunition.
That's a fact.
I don't really, because Oakland is playing really shitty too, so I don't really have much to say.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, how big Jump Around did for House of Pain and how it took it culturally and still relevant to this day is the main reason why I chose Jump Around. Chess, not checkers.
But let me say this: you can now, if you play O.P.P at a wedding, it means something different.
Actually, you know what? As I go back into my mental Rolodex, someone did ask me to play O.P.P at a wedding.
I don't think O.P.P at a wedding is okay. I think it's all right.
Well,
the bride and the groom, they were like, "Yeah, go ahead, play it."
Well, see,
That means you're admitting I'm about to cheat.
I don't want to
You have to be
help
secure in your
the Rev.
relationship.
I don't want to help.
I want on my lawyer shit. I just want to correct the good revenue. He's not admitting he's going to. He admits that he cheats. Not that he's going to. I currently present tense.
No,
I don't want to help the good Rev.
What he says.
I don't want to help the good Rev, but I do want to state that the record has been around so long that O.P.P can be played at weddings because there's people that really just take it for those letters, like O.P.P. Oh my God, and they don't even listen to the lyrics. You know what I mean?
Other people
It's a party record for them. You're right.
It's just a straight up party record for them. Jump around, we still jumping around in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Other people pay checks.
I see how you brought it back. I see how you brought it back.
Both gentlemen have spoken their piece on the records. Let's get the rest of the room to find out what's going on. Shout out to my man Urs in the building. Listen, let's see what's going on. We got 2 votes, obvious, from each individual that placed their records here. Let's find out what the rest of the room is thinking before we find out what the voting booth had to say. Who's going first?
Yo, I'll go. I had to go with House of Pain.
You going with House of Pain?
Yeah, that O.P.P is so commercial to me. Like, it's good, but it's so commercial that I used to get mad when corny people on the street say, "You down with O.P.P?" I just wanted to punch them in the eye.
Damn! Triple C throwing away.
Other people's punches.
Oh man,
He walking the Av,
away.
walking on the Av, backing out on people. What? Oh, get out my
Triple C airing out the block whenever you hear O.P.P.
No, I mean, I told my corny people like, "You down with O.P.P?" Like, Shut the fuck up.
It's commercial until
So-
the chick is walking up Jamaica Avenue asking you if you down with OPP.
Yo, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Triple C's answer, and we're gonna move on with Triple C because he getting so excited. I'm worried about his blood pressure. Let's keep it pushing.
Yo, that was funny. That was funny.
Triple C's vote is in. DJ Hobo, what are you thinking? You're laughing, but I know who you're laughing at. Is it at House of Pain or is it
I'm
at?
laughing at Triple C because that was hilarious.
Yeah, straight up.
But for this battle, I mean, this is a really tough one. Like, you got to really think about this. It is two huge records. It's just which one makes you feel away. And with that said, I kind of agree with Triple C. I'm not punching anybody in the face. I'm not airing out.
I said, that's what I said. I didn't do it. I said,
OPP is a little commercialized for me right now. So if I'm going on my, to quote the good Rev, what I'm listening to more is definitely the House of Pain remix for Jump Around.
Ooh, yeah.
With the
There you
P
go.
Rock verse. Yep.
With the P-Rock.
And I'm letting the Pete Rock verse play.
I was saying, don't forget the P-Rock. I mean,
I agree.
I agree. So Scan's putting his vote down. Cool Breeze, you on the same page?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with House of Pain, Jump Around. I just think that O.P.P. is a cool song, but you know, the House of Pain joint, as I said, you can play it in bars, you can play it in different type of settings, and it's just always gonna get a good feel vibe for the song, no matter where you play it at.
And I mean, too, the Pete Rock remix, right? So that's a Lou Donaldson sample. Just the way he used it, flipped it, just used all the different pieces of that record, just brought it to life. It's really dope because you never really heard nothing at that time too like that. And that's when Pete Rock was on his way up to becoming the super producer that he was, or excuse me, that he is, I should say.
Fair enough. Yeah, use that present tense. Watch your grandma. Watch your grandma.
I know.
OPP is a dope record, man.
It's a huge record.
No, it is.
It is.
Huge record.
It is a really dope record.
It's a stadium classic. It's a bona fide stadium classic.
Yeah.
It's a stadium record.
Both of them are. Yeah, both of them are.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as saying I think obviously we know it went commercial. We all know that.
Mhm.
I don't feel like it left the community though. I really do still feel like we just mentioned, it could still get away at any kind of party, from a wedding to a throwback party to, like I said, just the classic throwback for whatever reason. Like it's like that. Oh, I know that one. You know, it's one of those, even the young kids, like, I know that one.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
I mean, didn't they use it a couple years back in a commercial too?
I'm sure.
Yes. No,
I don't recall.
they
Maybe
did.
somebody in the chat room might know, but I want to say they did. I want to say they did.
I'm sure they licensed the
I
shit out
wouldn't
of
be
that record.
surprised. I wouldn't be
A lot.
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised that record gets put in a lot of movies and other things. Like it's it's been around for a long time because it's that big of a record. But it's not big enough for tonight, because when we put round number one, we started to put Jump Around Remix, House of Pain, featuring Pete Rock, brought to us by Ike Infamous, going up against Naughty by Nature's O.P.P, brought to us by the Good Reverend Doctor. It didn't stand a chance, ladies and gentlemen. Besides the Good Reverend Doctor's own vote, which he's supposed to do by default, the entire room goes to Jump Around, House of Pain, and this round goes Jump Around. The remix. Pete Rock. Ding, ding, ding.
The voting machines finally worked. The voting machines finally
They
worked.
got calibrated correctly.
Speaking of the voting machines, DJ Hobo, what were the results in the voting booth this evening?
It went House of Pain 70%.
Oh, but
man, these shits is working all the way around. Maybe let's go.
That means there was some people that voted.
You've been tossing out Venmos, huh, son? You've been.
The voting machine might be off, right?
I'd like to keep all my transactions to my personal business. Thank you, DJ.